2, 1, go.
And we're back with our next VEXIQ Skills Challenge event run by the West Virginia Robotics Alliance. Our first team is 257-57A, the Basketbots from Herndon, Virginia. They're starting off with a programming skills run over on the left side of the field. They've created one stack of purple, and now they're going to move their way down that left-hand side to try and complete the row. They shove in one base riser, and they're going to move on to the end. I expect they're going to shove in that base riser. They're going to use the side of the field to square up first. And the base riser is in. Now they lift up those pre-stacked pairs of purple and back away. Just about 15 seconds left. They look pretty happy with this one. I think they might be done early.
We're done.
They're done. Back with the Basketbots' second run of the day. They were pretty happy with a score of 70 in their first run. Now they're switching over to driver control. Teams get 3 programming and 3 driver attempts to put up the highest score that they can. Their highest driver score and their highest programming score are added together for the rankings. Looks like they're following a similar path so far on that purple side of the field. Now they're going to deviate a little bit, where they pick up the pair before pushing in the base. It's a little bit wide, so they're going to go back. And they use that pair to hook around the side and pull it into a scoring position. Now they're going to back away. They have one completed row and one completed stack. Looks like they're going to make another stack in the center here. Not going to worry about going all the way back. Now with 10 seconds left, they're going to move over to the center of the field. Looks like they're going for teal. Trying to shove in a few more base risers for a couple more points before their time expires. And that's the match. We'll take score and be back with their next run in just a few moments.
Two, 1, go.
And after 140 points on their last run, the Basketbots are lined up for their third and final driver skills run of the morning. They've already put up a very solid score that should hold through most of the day. Something we've seen from a lot of teams is this path where they don't worry about making their own stacks. They use those pre-stacked risers to save time and then just drive across the field to get some more. Just under half their time left. Complete stack number 3. Again, they have to complete the row to get credit for that stack. This time, it looks like they're going for a pretty ambitious run. They have made a teal stack there. Back away with just a few seconds left. See if they can complete the row. And they probably do as time expires. Our referee will get a close look at all the goals, confirm the score, and we'll be back. Our next team up is the Griffins from Creative Minds International in Chile, Washington, D.C. It's about 29 degrees and 7-mile-per-hour winds there. They're running into a technical issue early. They're going to use their allowance to reset that rope. Sounds like they may be following this run. Timer's still going though. We're back with the Griffins' second run. Unfortunately, we do have to count the score for that first one. But after a quick battery change, they are back in action with driver control run number 2. Just about 15 seconds in, they're working on a blue row. It looks to be just about 2/3 of the way done. I am not a referee, so I won't comment on definitively on whether things are in or out. We'll take a closer look after the end. They're going to switch drivers with about half of their time gone. And now they're going to move to the center of the field and work on those orange risers.
It won't burn. You have to use all of it. Yeah,
Still a few seconds left on the clock. If they're going to score a few more points, it looks like they could get an orange row here down the center. They might be a little hung up on that goal, though. A few seconds left. And that's time. We'll take score, and we'll be back in a few minutes with our next run.
3, 2, 1.
The Griffins start off their third driver control run of the day. They had a score of 3 in the last one. Very, very close on a couple of more points to improve their score. Maybe this is the run where it comes together. Plenty of time left on the clock.
I'm not fighting.
Just about halfway through their time, they're going to switch drivers. Now near side corner, splitting their attention between the teal and orange rows. Just about 10 seconds left on their timer. And that's their time. We'll take scoring feedback in just a few moments.
And we're away. Our next team is 47764E, Chameleons E, also from warm and sunny Washington, D.C. And of course, being facetious there, it is not particularly warm in DC right now. It does look sunny, though. While I was talking about the weather, they've assembled a stack of 3 teal risers in that bottom left goal. That'll be a completed stack if and only if they can complete that teal row, which it looks like they are about to do. They need all 3 of those base risers to be flat down in the goals, and our referees will confirm that after the match is over. 20 seconds left now in the match. They're going to try and put together another teal completed stack. If those are all flat down and scored, that'll be worth a 70-point total. And in the last 10 seconds of the match, they're going to try to build that orange completed row for 3 more points, plus the 1 point each that the risers themselves score. 1 second left. They don't quite get that. It looks like they did get 1 more of those goals scored down just before time expired.
3, 2, 1.
All right, driving skills run number 2 for 47764E. Looks like they're taking the same path so far as they did in their first run. That first run good for 71 points. They did run number 2. They've got that first stack of 3 risers assembled in that front left goal. Teal riser number 2 in the middle goal. Remember, they need that completed row to get the points for the completed stacks. About halfway through the run, looks like they've got the completed row. Of course, we'll make sure everything is flat down and scored after the match. They're working on getting that second completed stack in the completed row. Again, picking up those pre-made stacks of 2 risers and dropping them onto the base riser that they slid in there. About 5 seconds left. They've got 1 orange riser in that middle row. They're going to go for 2. And our refs will take a close look to see if they did that. And we're away for driving skills run 3 of 3 from Chameleons E. Their first and second runs both put up the same score. They've had a very consistent driving skills routine so far. In this run, I suspect they're going to try to beat that by putting together the orange completed row for a few more points once they get the teal row completed with 2 completed stacks. They are on pace to do so far. They've got one of those stacks of 3. Looks like they've got that third base riser just in there now. They're going to put 2 more risers on top of that to form the second completed stack. And then with about 10 seconds left in the match, they're going to try and push 3 of these orange risers into a scored position to resemble that completed row. Looks like they don't quite get there. Alright, we're away for the first programming skills run for 47764E. Like they don't quite get that base riser down. They're going to reset the robot back to that legal starting position. They're going to reset their robot back to that legal starting position. After a quick reset, we're back for programming skills run number 2. In their first run, they didn't quite get that riser flat down in the goal. Looks like it tipped over. This time they're trying to pick it up. And they're going to end their run early. Okay. Alright, we're away for the third and final programming skills run, the final run overall for 47764E. That first attempt didn't quite work out at getting that teal riser into a scored position, but it looks like it's still somewhere where they can try again. They reset their robot, and they're back out there. 40 seconds remaining. They're going to try and pick that riser up. Don't quite get their tips over. And that's going to be the end of their run.
2, 1, go.
And our next team is 34107D from St. Joseph Grade School at St. Joseph Dellinger. Starting with a driver-controlled run. They've got 3 driver-controlled runs for us today, and they're starting off on that right-hand side, working to make a teal row. It looks like they have a base riser in that far goal. After a quick flip, trying to position that second base riser. It has to be completely inside that blue goal and flat on the ground. From my angle, that looks in. They're going to switch drivers with about half of their time left and move their way down to the end of the field. This one bumps into place quickly, and now they're going to move their way back across with the orange risers. Just over 10 seconds left. Looks like they have 1 orange riser on the near side. They go back to that teal center riser to make sure that it is in position. And near side, as time expires, we'll take a score and be back with their next driver.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we're back to 34107D's second driver controls run. Looks like they're going to take a reset there, as the robot seems to be broken or otherwise in distress. Clock still runs, but they can take this time to try and work out the issues, try and get a few more points up on the board. All right, they cut this one off early, and they still have just about 10 minutes in their time block for their final run, so plenty of time.
3, 2, 1, go.
And after some quick repairs and some quick practice, Team 34-107D starts off their final driver skills run of the morning. This is our first of 5 consecutive West Virginia teams in a row. Back to back even, if I'm going to keep repeating myself. As they finish up that first teal row, they've got more than half of their time left. Expect that they're going to come down the orange row as they switch drivers. Looks like they've cleared a little bit of space in the middle to make it easier to maneuver. Looks like they're going to go for purple instead. Just about 15 seconds left on the clock. They've got that row almost finished. Just about 10 seconds as they try and reposition that far purple riser. 3, 2, 1. And that's time. We'll take score and be back with our next team in just a few moments. And our next team up is the Darth Vexers, 34107F, also from St. Joseph Grade School in Huntington, West Virginia. We've seen this team a couple of times this season. They continue to improve their score. They're starting off with a driver skills run. They quickly make a purple stack in that far left corner. Now they're going to do the same on the near side. That looks pretty close. Looks like they're happy with that row. And they're going to cross and work on the teal side with just over half of their time left. Do a double take on the center riser to make sure that it's in scoring position, and then on the near side for teal. Trying to get things to pop over the side of those goals in a way that they like. Some nifty driving there. They're using the friction from the top stack to try and pull that base riser back. Just a few seconds left. We'll see if they can finish off this riser. That's time. We're going to take score and be back in a few minutes with their next run. Darth Vexers start off their second driver skills run of the day. Their first was a 74, but they were just inches away from 140. They're off to a solid start with that first purple tower in back left corner. The riser is in probably another F. Third tower looks to be close as well. Now they are happy with that placement. They're going to move across to the teal side of the field. Quickly place stack on the near corner and the center teal right.
1, go.
Another 74 in run number 2. Off of the third driver skills run. Again, starting on that purple side. Overshot a little bit, but they quickly recover. Again, using those upper risers to pull back on the base. Moving down the left-hand side, they seem happy with the placements. They move on to the corner. After a couple of pokes, they get a hold of those pre-stacked purple risers. Now they're working on getting the base into scoring position. And they do as they move across the field. Just over 15 seconds left on the clock. And they're starting work on the teal side. They place the top risers, and then with one final wiggle, put the base in the scoring position. They look to have completed the row before time expired. We'll take score.
3, 2, 1, go.
And with a final driver skills score of 108 for the Darth Vexers, they are starting off their programming skills run. They place the first purple riser, then take a reset. I think they're going to make a stack on this attempt. Risers are up. They realign and place it into position. Then they reset their robot once again. Looks like they weren't happy with that launch. They're going to pull it right back. There it goes. Looks like they're going to pull it back one more time. Just about 10 seconds left in this run. There they have a clean launch. And they score that last base rise as time expires. We'll take score and be back with
2, 1, go.
4-point effort in that first run, but they are back to a good start here in run number 2. That base riser is wobbling a little bit, but they're going to move on to the stack. Hopefully that will put it in a place that they are happy with. Replace the stack, and now they're going to reset again. This time the launch looks clean. They move with about 30 seconds left on the clock. Move to the second riser in the row. This one looks to be in. Plenty of time left as it moves downfield and tries to complete another stack. Looks like they're going for about 70 points in this one. Just about 10 seconds left. Ooh, it looks like things are a little hung up, so they've got one more try at this one. But again, very close to a very solid score. We'll be back in a few minutes. Another 4-point run as the Darth Vexers start their final programming skills run of the morning. Place the first riser, then reset for the second to complete the stack. Very, very close to a 70-point programming skills here if they can pull it off. First stack is completed and another reset. In this one, they'll move to the middle riser, score it, put a base, pick up 2, put a base in the near side, and then try to finish that row. Plenty of time left on the clock for that to happen. The stack takes a tumble, but they can still complete the row, improve on their score by about 30 points, 10 seconds to go. And our next team up is Get Squared, Team 31-459A from Morgantown, West Virginia, our third of 5 consecutive West Virginia teams. They're starting with a driver's skills run. On the teal side of their fields, they place the first tower there on the right-hand side. Looks like they are going to build a tower in the center. Just over half of their time left, they swap drivers. Tower number 2. Ooh, they recover there. Pop that base riser into position. Still plenty of time left. They back up with that row completed and move on. That tower completed. And now they have to complete the row to get points. Just about 10 seconds left. Base riser is in. And as time expires, they back away with the third tower complete. We'll take score and be back in a few minutes. And we're back with Get Square. They scored 102 points on their driver skills score. Took a couple of practice attempts at their programming skills, and now we're on to their first official run. Reset the robot. They were bringing it back down in the starting position. Rerun that section of the program, trying to wedge that base riser into a scoring position. Just about half of their time done. Looks like they're going to move on to the next section of their program. Try to get some points on the board. Still half of their time left in their time blocks. They have plenty of time to do their remaining runs. seconds left. We'll confirm the score and be back with our next draw in a few moments. And Get Squared starts their second programming skills run. This time the first base riser pops into place. They complete the stack, that's 3 risers. To get the 30 points, they have to complete the row with Tifa. Riser number 2 drops into scored position. Another reset with about half of their time left. And the row seems to be complete. And I think they're going for a reset, maybe stopping. Just a few seconds left. And that run is over. We'll take score and be back for their next run in a few minutes. Team Squared seems to be satisfied with a 38 in their programming skills for now. They go back for a second driver-controlled run. First stack seems to be in position. Now on to the center. They switch drivers, about half of their time left. They've created their 2 stack there, about 10 seconds to go. And they've capped off the middle stack. Just a few seconds. We'll see if they complete the row or if they go for the stack and they complete the row. We'll take score and maybe squeeze in another run or 2 in the next few. And after a quick reset, Team Get Squared starts off their third and final driver skills run of the morning. That first stack. Ooh, they recover there. Almost pulled the top off. Now they're going to try and wiggle it into scoring position, but it topples. They still get that base riser into position before moving on to the center goal. They switch drivers, just about 30 seconds to go. Looks like the base is in. Now they build that 2 stack to cap it off. Stack, 3 seconds. We'll see if they can complete the row. Time expires. It looks like they did. We'll take score, confirm everything, and after a very quick restart, they are going to manage to squeeze in a final programming skills run. They seem to be off to a good start here. The first stack completed in about 15 seconds. Now they reset. Slide that second base riser into position. Another reset here. Just about half of their time left. Base riser doesn't quite make it, so they're going to pull it back. They still have about 15 seconds. They're going to retry that final sequence. More try, it looks like. 3, 2, 1. That is time. We'll take score and be back with our next team for real this time. Our next team up, 77760C, it's Team VEXCellent from James Rumsey Technical Institute in Martinsburg, West Virginia. Our 4th consecutive West Virginia team. We're starting with a driver controlled run here, 45 seconds to go. On the near side. Looks like that middle riser is falling down just a little bit, but they're able to lift their arm up high enough to get it on top of the base. Top is on, and they back away, leaving the stack behind. About 30 seconds to go. See if they go for an additional stack, or if they're just going to play it safe and complete the row, or maybe both. They knock the middle riser from the side to get that into a scored position, probably. Not a rep. 15 seconds to go. Looks like on this third goal, they are going to try for the stack, at least at first. 5 seconds, they complete the row and back away. And that's their first run. We'll take a score and be back in a few minutes with their next one. And Team VEXCellent starts off driver control run number 3. The first base riser gets moved into position. Second slides a little bit away, but they are going to move it from the side with that arm. Try and place it anyway. No more than half of the time left. Riser number 2 is in, and they switch drivers here for the final 30 seconds. And they get it almost get it into position. 10 seconds left. That's plenty of time to replace it and disengage. That row is complete. Just about 5 seconds left. So they are going to try for a stack, but they don't quite have the time. Had a quick rebuild of their robot after an and we are moving right along to our next team at 77760A, the James Rumsey Technical Institute middle team. They're going to do 3 driver skills runs as well. They're going to play on the purple side to start. So far, they've got 2 base risers placed. And a double tap that third one, but it does look to be in. More than half their time left. They're going to switch drivers. I think they're looking at making a stack here in the back right corner. Seconds to go. They have those 2 risers in the air. Ooh, they get one on. We'll see if they can back away in their final few seconds. We'll take a score and be back in a few moments. After a very quick reset, 77760A starts off their second driver skills run. First riser goes in quickly. The second sits on the edge. Still working on that placement. Put it somewhere that they're happy with. It looks like it's in from this distance. Half of their time left. And they switch drivers with about 30 seconds to work on a stack. 15 seconds, trying to get a good grip on that pre-built stack. It's up in the air. Ooh, and that top just slides to the side. We'll confirm the score and be back with their final run in a few moments.
2, 1, go.
We are back for 77760A's final driver skills run. So elected to not do programming today, so this will be their final run of the morning. They complete that first base rise. It looks like they're taking a different path this time around. Going for the stack right off the bat. Gives them a little bit more time to make those alignment changes that are necessary to balance the stack. Back away. They switch drivers.
Go, go,
The
go.
arm in the air to 3. Now plenty of time to finish that row. 20 seconds. They're happy with the center riser. 15 seconds.
A little bit more. Let's go.
And with 10 seconds left, they are happy with that. We'll confirm the score. I think it's a 38. And we'll be back in a few moments to talk about lunch. And our next team up is Team M&M. That's 47764D. Our third team today from Creative Minds International in Washington, D.C. This team is set up in a little bit of a warmer space than the teams we saw earlier. And they are starting with a programming skills run. I think they're going to cut that one off early. We'll take score and be back in a few moments with their next run.
3, 2, 1.
And Team M&M starts their second programming skills run.
It's the most tremendous
Looks like that riser got a little bit hooked on there.
you can have.
This is totally normal. It does that all the time.
Common problem, they say, but still plenty of time left. Looks like they're going to cut this one off, though. Their next attempt in a few moments.
Innovation.
2, 1.
And M&M start off their third programming skills run and then place their controller on the floor. This looks to be a good start. That first riser goes into place. And the second. Third. Ooh, looks like that gets hooked up as well.
Everybody from the front to the back now.
Let me get this one.
Cut this one off early. And we are off with the first of 3 driver-controlled runs for Team M&M. M&M. Got 2 points in programming skills. Now they're going to work to add to their total with driver skills. They're in a good position here. Coming up that first stack. They place it back away. About halfway through the time, so they've switched drivers and now they slide sideways using that Omni wheel drive to start completing the row. The second riser looks to be into place. They slide down the end of the field. And that last riser looks to be in. We'll see if they can add an orange. And that is the match. We'll take score and be back with our next round in a few moments.
2, 1.
And Team M&M starts off driver-controlled run number 2. They put up 38 points in their first run, so that is a new record for them. A total of 40 moves them up into a pretty solid spot in the rankings for today. But they've got 2 more attempts to improve on that score. They're starting on that far left corner with a purple stack. Ooh, this one takes a bit of a tumble, but they've got enough time to pick up points elsewhere. They switch drivers roughly at the halfway point. Trying to get that middle riser lined up. Looks like it's close to position. See if they can drop the arm and back away. Things are a little bit stuck here. They may have knocked an orange riser into the center goal. It's very close. And that's time. We'll take score and be back with their next run in a few minutes. And Team M&M starts their final driver skills run. A very solid 38, so it's a victory lap of sorts. They're going to start in that far left corner with a purple stack. Tilts forward a bit, but once they get it up into position, their center of gravity shifts enough to get all of those wheels on the ground. The first stack, now they slide sideways down the field and switch drivers. They're at about the halfway point of the match. Try and get that center riser placed. It's a tricky one. Plenty of time on the clock though. And that's time. We'll confirm the score and be back with our next team in a few moments. And our next team up is PF Robotics Jr, 1705D. Starting with a driver skills run in that bottom left corner. They also use an Omni drive to slide their robot sideways without having to turn its orientation. Just over half of the time left on the clock, and they're going to make a stack in that middle goal. That looks good to me, but I am not a referee. It's not official. 20-ish seconds left as they work on stack number 3. That looks pretty good as well. 15 seconds left. They're going to start dumping in some oranges. Plenty of time. I think they're going to try and complete this row. With just a few seconds left. That's our match. We'll confirm the score and be back with their next run in a few moments. PF Robotics starts their third and final driver skills run. 104 points in second. So they're still sitting on 108 as their high score. It'll take a couple of seconds to realign that base riser and then deftly place the 2 riser cap on top. Now they're going to build a stack in the center. Again, using that Omni Wheel H drive to slide sideways. Pace so far. We realign the base riser and place the cap again. Just about 15 seconds left. And that looks like stack number 3. Now a couple of oranges here at the end to try and round things out. That's the match. We'll be back with our next runs in a few minutes. We are off with a programming skills run, 108 NWI's driver skills score. That is one of the highest driver scores we've seen so far today, and they're looking to improve their total here. Programming skills run that looks to be off to a great start. First stack is complete. And line up against the wall of the field to make sure they're driving straight. just over half of their time left. Looks to me like they have a completed row and a completed stack, so they're looking at 38 right now. They're going to try to cap off that final stack in the row, bring it up to a 70 at least. That looks to be on, and as they back up, ooh, that orange riser may be in as well, giving them a 71. We'll confirm the score and be back in a few moments with the next run.
2, 1, go.
Our next team up is 27-9-45A, ENerdG from Sunnyvale Robotics Club. Sunnyvale, California. They're starting with a driver skills run. Looks like they have some hook on the back of their main arm structure. That's nifty. So they placed 2 base risers and then added a purple stack on top. Just over half of their time left. We've got 1 stack on the far corner. Purple, sorry, an orange in the far center. Just about 20 seconds left on the clock to complete stack number 2. See if they complete the 3rd stack and move across the field. Looks like they are going to the full purple side. As time expires, they try to slide in one last one. And that's the match. We'll take score and be back with their next run in a few minutes.
3, 2, 1, go.
We're back with ENerdG's second driver skills run. They scored 104 points on their first attempt. Looked like they were capable of at least 108 though. Using that hidden elevator on the back of their robot. Just over half of their time left as they move on to the foundations of stack number 2. Looks like they've completed an orange row before working on those purple stacks again. Alright, we'll confirm the score and be back in a few minutes with our
3, 2, 1, go.
back with the 3rd driver skills run again, starting on that far orange row and then backing up into the first purple. Now they're going to click onto the elevator and extend up to try and complete that far stack. Now onto the center. They'll pop in an orange and then make 2 purple risers ready to accept a 3rd later on. Just over half of their time left. Wow, this is a new maneuver. We've not seen this one yet. As they try and make an orange stack to really add up those points. Just about 15 seconds left. They complete a 3rd stack, and now they're going to try and add a 4th. In the center of the purple row, plenty of time left for this. Just a few seconds left. They're going to try and shift the placement of the orange.
1, go.
And Team ENerdG starts their first programming skills run. In 3 driver skills runs, their top score was 106. Looking to add to that very good base here. They have 1 purple stack formed. So far, following a similar path to their driver skills score. Base here looks a little bit off, but they may fix that later when they come back to cap off that center row. And it looks like they may have gotten those 2 risers in with that last bump, although they didn't cap it off. Still, very good score comparatively. We go for stack number 2. And they pop in an orange. Looks like they're happy with that one. We'll take score and be back with their next couple of runs shortly. programming skills attempt number 2. They scored 72 points in their first attempt. One riser away from breaking triple digits. And they've got 2 more attempts to get that score. Looks like they have picked up the 3rd riser this time. Rides over the top. It looks like they pushed that base riser in as well. They've got 2 stacks. Now on to stack number 3. Base riser appears to be in. This top riser unfortunately falls out of play. And they get an orange to wrap things up. So we'll take score and be back in a few minutes with our final run.
2, 1, go!
We are off for Team ENerdG's 3rd and final programming skills run. They had another 72 on their 2nd run. They put up that score twice, but both times they've been very, very close to getting a 3rd full stack and bringing that programming skills score up over 100. Another solid run. Pick up the 3rd center purple riser. That's an improvement over their first run. Some base risers are in. They look to me like they are. Plenty of time left. It's all down. This 3rd stack, unfortunately, slides off there. And this looks to me to be another 72. It's still the highest programming skills run of our day so far. We'll confirm the scores. Be back with our next few minutes.
2, 1, go.
Next team is Chameleons C, Creative Minds International. Fourth team from Washington, D.C. today. This one looks warm as well compared to our first 2 that were outside. Starting with a driver skills run. Looks like they have 1 stack in that back left corner of purple. And they've completed the row. Looks like they are going to start working on orange. Plenty of time left. We'll see if they cap off this stack. Looks like they are going to, instead of moving on to other colors. Just about 20 seconds left. That is plenty of time to recover from that little tumble. Looks like they're going to make the stack on their own now that the pre-built stacks are gone. Just about 5 seconds left in this first run. And that's time. We'll take score and be back in a few minutes.
3, 2, 1, go.
And Chameleons Team C starts their 2nd driver skills run. Looks like they put up 40 points in their first attempt. Looking to improve on that here. We're off to a quick start with a stack on the far side for purple.
All right.
Center riser, and now we're working to the near side of the field. Looks like they have the base in there for a completed row. Expect them to go for a stack here. And that looks to be safely in position. I think that's a 70-point run so far. Plenty of time left to try and add to it. It looks like they are going to go for another stack here in the middle of the purple side. Plenty of time left, just under 10 seconds. They have the 2 stack ready to cap off the base. That is time. We'll confirm the score.
2, 1, go.
And Team Chameleons is back with their 3rd driver skills run. They put up 70 points in run number 2. Came very close to completing a 3rd stack. We'll see if they can do that on their 3rd run. They have 1 stack on the top purple section of the field. And those base risers are very close as well. They should be able to win them in position as they place stacks on top of them. 30 seconds. did just nudge that bottom stack into a scoring position. Only 2 risers on it. They have enough here that they can cap off another stack. Increase their score from last time. Just a few seconds left. And that's time. We'll take score and be back with their next runs in a few. And the Chameleons start their first programming skills run. 70 is their driver skills high score. So they're going to take a similar path to what they did in driver skills. Looking on that purple row. First base riser looks pretty close to being in. I can't quite see it, and I'm not a referee. Second one looks into me as well. And the third looks pretty close. Looks like they're going to add a stack on top of that third one. It might also give it the nudge it needs to get that base riser fully in. And they're going to cut that one off a little bit early. We'll confirm the score and be back with their next run in 20 minutes.
3, 2, 1, go.
Then the Chameleons start their second programming skills run. 1 point in the first, but very close to getting as high as 70. This run off to an even better start. Looks like they have a stack of 3 in that back left corner for purple. The middle one might be in scoring position. It looks pretty close to me from here. And the bottom as well. That bottom riser may get realigned as they place 2 more risers on top of it for the stack. We'll stop it there. We'll confirm the score and be back in a few minutes with their third and final run.
1, go.
And the Chameleons kick off their third and final programming skills run. Looks like that first base riser is in position. Looks like they've made a stack on top of it. Again, to get those 30 bonus points, they have to have a completed row as well. Middle riser looks pretty close. And it looks like the bottom base riser is in there solidly. They'll try to stack 2 more on top of it. And that is their third and final run. We'll confirm the score back with our next team in a couple of moments.
Two, 1.
And we are back outside for our 5th Washington, D.C. team of the day. It's Chameleons B. We're going to start off with a driver skills run here, working on the teal side of the field. Looks like they have a base riser in place, and they've lifted up 2 pre-stacked teal risers. That top one has taken a bit of a tumble, but is still on the robot's claw. They may be able to correct it. It looks like they're going to move on down the row. Just about half of their time left. Still plenty of time on the clock to score a few more points. Middle riser looks to be in place, and they move down to the far side. 15 or so seconds left to try and make another stack of 3. And that is time. We'll be back with the score and their next run in just a few minutes.
1.
And the Chameleons start their second driver skills run, starting again in that bottom left corner. The teal face riser. Now they pick up the pre-stacked teal in that same corner. Looks like they just slip out. But the base riser still looks good from this distance. Now they're clearing space in the center of the field to work on the middle riser. Just about half of their time left. The riser is very close to being in as well. It takes a topple, but still plenty of time to grab another. Ten seconds or so left. On run 2, we'll be back with the score in round 3 in a few.
3, 2, 1.
And the Chameleons start their third and final driver skills run of the day. This time starting on the orange row. They nudge the orange riser into position on the bottom side, then move up the field to the center. Plenty of time left. That riser is pretty close to being in as well. Looks like they're going to give it just another tap to get it into position. They're on to the end of the row. Plenty of time left as they try to complete this row. Back up into a teal riser, try to get that as well. Looks like they're going for a 2-row run with just a few seconds left. And that's time. We'll confirm the score and be back with our next team. Our next team up is 94568G Vexotics Curiosity from San Ramon, California. Starting off with a programming skills run. They have a very unique robot, different from anything we've seen so far this season. They start off by scoring that orange row, and then after one center purple, they reset the robot. After the initial start, teams only need to be partially in starting position under this year's rules, so they can leave that elevator extended. When those risers take a tumble, they're going to move on to the left-hand side of the field anyway. Just about 15 seconds left in this run. They get another teal base riser. Things look to be a little bit awry. And they're going to end that one early. We'll confirm the score and be back with their next run in just a few moments. Curiosity starts off a driver's skills run. Place the first riser in the corner and then flip up that elevator. One of the risers falls out of place, so they're just going to move on, not waste any time on it. And complete the purple row. Now they have a second chance at a stack. 2 risers in the air. The center one just slides over the top and they place them down. Looks like they're going to turn their attention to the opposite side of the field. Work on a teal row next. First base riser is in. Got 2 in the air, and instead of placing them on the first riser, they're going to place them on the second. They back away and move down to the near side of the field, looking for stack number 3. And that's time. They'll confirm the score and be back in a few minutes with their next run.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we are back with Team Curiosity. Their second driver skills run, trying to improve on 76. Again, a bit of a tumble there, but they drop the stack and move on down the row for another attempt. Row is complete. Now they're going to move back and try and add a cap on that final riser. That looks to be a solid stack, and now they move across the field to the teal side. First base riser is in. They're going to pick up this stack. They don't like the way it's shifted, so they move on down the row. They complete the base stack. And they complete the row. Now they have another attempt at a stack. Alright, we'll confirm the score and be back in a few minutes with their next run.
3, 2, 1, go.
And Team Curiosity's next programming skills run is underway. Their score to beat right now in programming is 8. It looks like they were very close to that on their last run. That middle riser goes a bit wonky, and they take a reset after scoring the far left riser. Looks like they're going to cycle over the bottom right again. stack. They were just a little bit short on that grab. That's why you get multiple runs. So they move over to the left-hand side of the field, just under half of their time left. And they're going to call that one early. We'll confirm the score and be back in a few minutes with their next one.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we are on to the next driver skills run, looking to be a 76. The current high score at this event, 76. Combined with an ace in programming has them at 84 points right now, but come very close on all of their runs to scoring much, much higher. Looks like they have one stack already on the purple side, and they add a second. Now they move over to the blue end of the field. First base risers in place. Now they're going to pick up the 2 stack, place it on the center goal. Looks like those risers are moving down a little bit, so they drop them down. Now they move over the end of the row. And we're going to stop there. We're scoring back in a few minutes with one more programming run.
3, 2, 1.
And Team Curiosity starts off the final programming skills run. First riser slides in, the second one gets a little hung up on that corner. They may be able to correct. Risers 3 and 4 look to have dropped into place. Reset the robot back to starting position. Try to add another stack on top. That one topples. They can still get a point. It looks like they knocked the corner out as well. They reset and move to the opposite starting position. Just about 15 seconds left. The teal row is off to a great start. Just about 10 seconds. We go for one final stack. Looks like time has expired. We'll confirm the score and be back in a few.
3, 2, 1.
And our next team up is also from the Vexotics organization. This is the Basketbots 94568B, also from San California. Very quickly, starting off with a blue stack there in the bottom left, following it up with a second in the center, and now going for a third on the far end of the field. Looks like everything's in place there. With about half of their time left, they're going to move across to the purple end of the field. And stack number 4 looks to be secured. Working on number 5. Put the base riser in. Just about 10-ish seconds left as they complete stack number 5. See if they can get number 6. And that's time. We'll take score and be back in a...
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
And 204 points on that first driver skills run. Basketbots have moved on to programming skills here in run number 2. That 204 matches their season high. Fortunately, that stack takes a tumble and they go to reset. Reset again here after scoring in goal number 2. Just about half their time left. They've completed the row there on the left-hand side. Now they're looking to add some stacks. Stack a little bit wide as well. Now they're going to move up to the opposite side of the field. Purple base is close to being in. That might have done it.
Not this time.
Not this time, they say, but they do have 2 more attempts. Let's see if they can finish the row.
3, 2, 1.
Back for programming attempt number 2, 8 points on that first attempt. The stacks were just a little bit wonky. This goes a little bit smoother. That's off to a good start as they reset and then launch into the next portion of their program. That 8-point autonomous in their first attempt was just enough to put them into first place for the day, leading a score that's been holding on since the very first run. Things are a little bit off on this one. Plenty of time left as they move over to the purple end of the field.
What time is it? 9. Oh, well, I don't know what to do with this program like that. What? What's that?
That is time. We'll confirm the score and be back with
3, 2, 1.
And the Basketbots pivot back to driver skills, trying to improve on that 204 from earlier. Currently ranked 13th in the world, looking to improve on that ranking here. Looks to be on a very good pace. This time they shove in an orange on their way across, maybe 2. Now on the purple end. Just about 15 seconds left. And we'll take score and be back in a few.
3, 2, 1.
And the Basketbots start their third and final driver skills run. Looks like a bit of a tumble there. They're still going to get some practice in at least. In that last run, it looks like they were shooting for a 206. About a quarter of their time left. They're working on that second purple row. And they complete this time. Spiders will confirm the score and be back with their final programming run in just a
3, 2, 1.
And we are back for the Vexotics Basketbots final programming skills run. Currently sitting on an 8 for today. Their season high is a 70, but I think I heard that they're looking for 108. Not anymore, they say, but they're going to keep on with the run. About 20 seconds left, still moving through it.
Okay. That's gonna end it early.
And they're going to end that one early. And we are back with our second PF Robotics Jr team. This is 1705A, starting with a driver skills run. They make a quick stack down in the bottom right corner of purple. Fill in the middle of the row, and now they're going for another stack there on the far side. They tumbled, but that's why you get 3 runs. Now they have crossed over to the teal end of the field.
top, tap.
Plenty of time left there as they get that second center goal in. Looks like that first teal stack might be a little bit off. Just about 10 seconds left.
Keep going. Yes, you can.
Try to replace it. This close one. We'll take score and be back with their next round in a few minutes.
Okay, let's go count.
All right, after a quick reset, we're on to driver skills run number 2. It's 41 points in that first run, but it had the makings of something much higher. We'll see if they can get together for this one. First stack is placed solidly. Second stack, they slide sideways using that Omni wheel drive. Pop it into position, and now on the purple stack. Couldn't come up with more P words. About 30 seconds left to go as they move over to the teal end of the field.
Good.
Perfect.
Plenty of time left as they complete their third stack.
Okay, drive forward, and tons of time. So, up. Slow it down, take a breath, good. Just get her. You're in.
You're in.
Now, go for that.
About 5 seconds left.
Okay.
Okay, drop it. Pick it up.
That's time. We'll take score. This looks like a good one. We'll be back in a few minutes with their next run. 140 points in their last run. Now we are back for the third and final driver skills run. Off to a good start.
Tons of time, buddy.
No, this is a fun run. This is your town, whatever you want.
Nice.
Throw as many punches as you can.
Moving a little bit faster than the last one, it looks like. We complete that first row of two.
Put that one back in there and do it on top of him.
No baby, buddy. No baby.
There's no left,
That stack is great. They have plenty of time to go back here across the field and try to complete that stack. That is the run. We'll confirm the score and be back in a few seconds.
2, 1, go.
And 1705A has started their programming skills runs. That first riser might just be on the lip there, but placing the stack may correct it. Oh, it does, but the stack is a little bit wonky. That's why you get 3 tries. Moving on down the field. Middle riser looks to be solidly in place. I think they're going to go for a stack here as well. Looks like it. Stack is up and on top. And it looks like that might have shifted the base riser into scoring position as well. Our referees will confirm that later. Now the robot moves back across to the center of that purple side. Makes a stack of its own. Ooh, looks like that bottom one's just a little bit off, but it's a good start to work from with 2 more runs to go. We'll confirm the score.
2, 1, go.
And we're back with programming skills run number 2. 39 points in that first run. That actually puts their combined score into a tie with their other 1705 team we saw earlier. This run looks to be off to a good start as well. Again, I'm not a referee and I don't have all the camera views. Check everything later. Just over half of their time left. Not quite what they hoped, but they let it run. Confirm the score and be back for their final run.
3, 2, 1, go.
PF Robotics kicks off their final run of the day. Looks like that first purple riser goes right into place. Now they're up with the stack. It's just on the edge there.
Yeah, pull it
Gonna
all.
reset and pull those out. And they're going to move on down the row.
That's okay. Away she goes.
Purple row looks to be complete. Now they're going to try and add a stack to the top of it. 20 seconds to go. This stack looks to be holding.
That's okay, but
Just about 10 seconds left. They could still get a 70 here. Ooh, and it just catches on the downswing. We will confirm the score and be back in a few seconds.
2, 1, go.
Our next team up, just 3 teams left, is Team 3024A, the Gearbots, starting with a programming skills run. Their high score for the season is 140 programming skills points. That was just a couple of days ago. So unless we see some changes here, expect them to do 2 purple stacks and then move across, do 2 teal stacks. They might sneak in a couple more risers as they go, just about halfway through their time. Looks like stack number 3 is in position. They reset and leave starting position. That one's just a little bit short, depending on their time. They might be able to go back, run that section again. No, that looks like it's going to be a little bit off as well, but that's why you get 3 tries. Just a few seconds left in this one. We'll confirm the score and be back with their next run in a few minutes.
3, 2, 1, go.
And the Gearbots kick off a second programming skills run. 74 points on their first attempt. Not what they hoped for, but still the highest so far today. They're off on a similar pace here. They complete 1 purple stack. Looks like that middle riser's a little bit short. And now they slide over to normally complete the row with the second stack. Now they reset the robot back to the opposite starting position, and they're going to work their way down the teal side of the field. One more reset here. And with a few seconds left, they cap off another stack. They'll confirm the score and be back with their next run in a few seconds.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we're moving right along with the third and final programming skills match from the Gearbots. First stack looks to be to me. Now they move on down the line. Looks like that middle riser is just up in the air a little bit. But again, our referees will confirm everything after the match. Stack number 2 looks to be well placed. And they slide on down to the teal side starting position. Stack number 3 slides into place. And now one more restart. And that center riser is just a little bit off. They do look to get that stack into scoring position though, so looks like score of 12, but we'll confirm and be back. Gearbots are moving on to their driver skills runs. We should expect a similar path to what we saw in programming skills. Their high score there is 140 as well. It's a bit hard to tell from this group. I think their claw might be a little bit jammed up. And nicely though. Switching drivers with just over 20 seconds left on the clock. Now they move down the far side of the field. They try to complete a purple row. And they do. 5 seconds to go. See if they can complete an orange as well. Don't quite make it. We'll take the score and be back after some repairs for their next. And the Gearbots kick off their penultimate run, trying to improve on a 45 driver control score. This run looks to be off to a good start. Looks like they are going to go with a self-built tower strategy. Just over half of their time left. They're getting a little bit chaotic on that point as they switch drivers. They may have completed the row there. I can't quite see the middle. Our referees will check afterwards. Just about 10 seconds left. They're going to zip over to the teal end of the field to try to eke out a few more points. That is time. We'll take score and be back with their final run in just a couple of minutes. And the Gearbots start their final run of the day, trying to beat a 45 driver skills score. Improve their standing. They're off to a good start on the teal side of the field. The first stack goes together. They double tap that center base riser into position and then move down to the near corner. With another teal stack. Taking an extra second there. Saves them time in the long run. Under half of their time left, but they've swapped drivers and now they're moving down the purple side of the field. That riser goes a little bit wide, but they do recover. And now just about 10 seconds left, it looks like, to finish off this row. And that's time. We'll confirm the score.
We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1.
And our next team up is the NOVA IQ Pugineers from San Diego. Starting off with a driver's skills run over on the teal end of the field. Some clever driving there to make sure that that base riser is in a proper square position. Now that we're coming back, cap it off with 2 more risers of their own. Now on to the near side corner. Stack is in position and they move across the field. About 20 seconds for the purple side. The stack is in. They complete the row. There they go with the 5th stack, and now just a few seconds left. They'll try to score a few orange risers before the time expires. We'll take score and be back with their next run.
Starting in 3, 2, 1.
And 174 points on their first run. The Pugineers embark on driver control run number 2. Toppled riser early, but plenty of time to recover. Second stack goes up successfully. As does the third. Now they're over to the purple side. Just about half of their time left. Stack number 3 up successfully. Fourth as well, just a few seconds left. And the lead stack's time expires. Our referees will confirm.
2, 1.
driver skills run is underway for the Pugineers. You can see their mascot there hiding behind the purple stacks. They start out on the teal side though. First stack is up. Second base is in place. And the second stack is up on top of it. Just about half of their time left, and stack number 3 is up in the air. They start working on the purple end of the field, chasing after that 204. Just about 10 seconds to go. And the 5th stack is in the air. They place 6 stacks as time expires. We'll confirm the score and be back in a few minutes with programming.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
And we are underway with the first programming skills run. 204 was their final driver skills score. Tied for the highest driver score we've seen today. Puts them within striking distance of first place. Looks like they're going for a reset here. Back into starting position, and they launch again. Just about 20 seconds left. They're going to move on over to the teal side of the field, abandon that purple. And one last reset here as time expires. We'll confirm the score. Be back in just a few moments for their next round.
2, 1, go.
We are off with the penultimate team's penultimate run. Second programming skills run here for the Pugineers. Looks like a similar start to their last run. We go for a reset here early. Still over half of their time left, just barely. Seconds left, one more reset. They've scored 2 risers there on the back left for purple. Five seconds to go. Looks like they have 2 more. And they'll stop it there. We'll confirm the score and be back in a few moments with their final run.
Okay, starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
We are off with the penultimate team's penultimate run. Second programming skills run here for the Pugineers. Looks like a similar start to their last run. We go for a reset here early. Still over half of their time left, just barely. Seconds left, one more reset. They've scored 2 risers there on the back left for purple.
One, go.
And our final team of the day is starting off with a programming skills run. It's the Flyers from Flynn Elementary School in Charleston, West Virginia. Looks like their teal base riser is in position. They place a stack on top of it. Now they're going to manually reset here before moving the rest of the way down that teal side of the field. Just over half of their time left on the clock.
30 seconds.
They use that Omni Wheel H-drop to slide sideways. Looks like that center riser might just be a little bit on the edge. They're going to quickly reset and try to recover. The end riser is in position, just about 10 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they're just going to try and bump that riser a second time.
4, 3, 2, 1.
It looks like they've done it. We'll confirm the score and be back in a few moments.
2, 1, go.
The second programming skills run is underway for the Flyers. 38 points in their first. The teal stack starts tall. They switch operators. Prepare for the second portion of this program. On the anti-purple side of the field. Looks to me like the middle riser might be in. Looks like things are a little bit hung up though. This is a more ambitious program. They put down a solid 38 to start. Now they're going to take another reset.
3, 2, 1.
And we will review the tape and be back in a few minutes.
2, 1, go.
And the Flyers start their third and final programming skills run. Again, on that teal side. 38 points ties their season high programming skills. So anything else they manage to score today is icing on top. Off to a solid start here.
Let's go, Tessa.
Taking time on the lineup to make sure that everything goes where it's supposed to later on. That second teal riser looks pretty close to me. Our referees will check it out. This time, the third stack progresses. Just about 10 seconds left. They're pretty happy with that one. They do back up into an orange.
4,
Make sure it's in.
2, 1.
We'll confirm the score and be back with driver controlled runs in just a few moments.
Two, 1, go.
And the second driver's skills run has started for the Flyers. 108 points in their first driver skills run, moving them up into 178 total high score. Still 2 runs to go here, and their first row looks to be good. Now they move across to the purple side of the field. They're a little bit hung up on those orange risers, but they do make it through. Still plenty of time left. They get to work on the purple row. Things are a little bit crooked there. Let's see if they move on. Looks like they are just going to move down that purple side. Just over 10 seconds. The third stack looks to be secure. They place it as time expires. We'll take score and be back with their final run in just a few moments.
3, 2, 1, go.
And the Flyers kick off our final run of the day. Another 108-point driver skills performance for them. They have one more attempt to improve it. Moving quickly here early, working on that teal row. Plenty of time left on the clock. They try to correct that base teal riser. They do. Grab right onto it, back it up in the square off the field. Now they swap drivers. Just about 20 seconds left. Plenty of time here. That second stack is securely in their possession.
10 seconds.
10 seconds to go here.
4,
They do complete the row.
1.
That is our final run. We'll take score. Hello, teams. Thank you for another excellent event. It's been really exciting every week, especially now that we're getting a lot of repeat teams to see how you've all improved as the season has gone on. In addition to the robot skills runs that everybody watched on our stream today, almost all of the teams elected to also meet with panels of judges to share their engineering design process, talk more in depth about their robots, and vie for some additional awards. So without further ado, let's start handing those out. Our first award today is the Judges Award. The Judges Award is presented to a team that is most deserving of special recognition. Judges consider several criteria for this award, including exemplary effort and perseverance at the event, team accomplishments throughout the season, or other factors that may not fall under existing awards categories. Today's Judges Award goes to Team 27945A, ENerdG from Sunnyvale, California. Our next award is the Design Award. The Design Award is presented to the team that demonstrates the most organized and professional approach to the design process, project and time management, and team organization. The team's engineering notebook provides a clear and complete documentation of the team's robot design process and the development of their game strategy. The winning team also demonstrates effective communication skills and teamwork. Our Design Award winner today is Team 1705A PF Robotics Jr. Next, the awards with the least amount of suspense because you've been watching them all day. Even though the winners themselves are already known, I do want to comment about how close today's scores were. Our top 3 teams, first, second, and third, separated by a total of 4 points. Our teams in 4th through 8th place, separated by a total of 4 points. It was an incredibly close score throughout today. A lot of great robots to watch. Without further ado, our Robot Skills 3rd place team with a combined score of 208 points. It's Team 99808A, the NOVA IQ Pugineers from San Diego. Our 2nd place team with 210 points. Team 25757A, the Savagebots from Herndon, Virginia, and our Robot Skills champion with 212 points. Team 94568B, Vexotics Basketbots from San Ramon, California. And now the Excellence Award. The Excellence Award is the highest award presented in the VEX Robotics program. The recipient of this award is a team that exemplifies overall excellence in creating a high-quality, competitive robotics program. This team is a strong contender in numerous award categories and exemplifies dedication, devotion, hard work, and teamwork. This team is committed to quality in everything they do. Our Excellence Award winner today is team number 99808A, the NOVA IQ Pugineers from San Diego. Congratulations to all of our teams for all of the hard work they've put in so far this season. We look forward to seeing a lot of you again in the coming weeks as we run more of these skills events. Next week is a big one for us. We're doing on Thursday a VEX IQ live remote tournament pilot event. On Friday and Saturday, we have a VRC skills event and a VEX U skills event, all intermingled. So everybody stay safe. We will see you next week for our next event. Bye.